It's a defining moment for the world that most of us only know through history class. But one local man experienced D-Day firsthand, and at 99 years old, he's returning to the beaches that he first saw as a teenager. 7 News reporter Colin Roos was at the send-off for his visit to Normandy.
Veteran, a freedom fighter, and a man who helped achieve the post-war peace. Warren Goss received a hero's welcome at the Pittsburgh airport, not just for his service in World War II, but for the American loyalty he embodies. He and his generation turned the tide for freedom when the world was on the brink. He answered his country's call as a teenager. Now Goss stands as a hero 8 decades later, surrounded by those who live in a world saved by his bravery. The airport and the Veterans Breakfast Club held a surprise ceremony for him as he traveled to France for a commemoration of the D-Day landing. The Glenshaw, Pennsylvania native served in the 531st Special Brigade, landing on Utah Beach on the coast of Normandy on June 6, 1944.
My job was to get rid of the Germans, me and the rest of the guys. You know, and we had to shoot all the Germans.
With a sharp memory and wearing a French liberation pin, he retold his World War II experiences to the large airport crowd. He remembered the people of Normandy who helped him and his fellow soldiers. He described what he saw when entering Nazi Germany at Saarbrücken, and he told of the forced labor he saw in wealthy households. Goss choked up when remembering the violence of so many decades ago.
Some of the things that I did, I'm sorry I did, and I ask you to forgive me. I did some bad things to people I didn't want to do.
Local congressmen and fellow veterans were also in attendance to thank him for his service, as well as travelers passing through to catch their flights. As a soldier who made it all the way from Normandy to Frankfurt and fought in the last major German offensive, organizers say he's one of the greatest witnesses to war we have.
I think he is the ambassador for all those who served in the infantry in World War II, who did the dying, who fought up front. Warren made it through, and at 99 years old, he feels an obligation, I think, to speak for them.
And even as he approaches his 100th birthday, he's always ready for a picture and a smile. He says he's grateful most of all for the time he's had since serving in the Army, including 74 years with his wife and family. When asked what he wants us to remember about D-Day, he simply says to never forget it and what it did for freedom.
I consider the 80th anniversary is my second birthday. On the first anniversary when I invaded the beach, 80 years later, the Lord gave me so I could live with my wife Mary, and that was a great blessing.
Goss is now on his way to Normandy with his family for the 80th anniversary, returning to where he fought when he was just 19. Reporting in Pittsburgh, I'm Colin Roos, working for you.
Thank you, Colin. Next week, it'll be 80 years since American, British, and Canadian troops stormed the beaches of Normandy. Their courage and sacrifice gave the Allies a foothold in Nazi-occupied Europe and then put us on a path to victory in World War II. As we mark the major event, be sure to join us for our D-Day special here at WTRF. That will air next week on June 5th at 7 p.m. on WTRF ABC Ohio Valley. It will then be re-aired on June 6th at 7 p.m. on WTRF My Ohio Valley.
7 News is also teaming up with Helping Heroes for the second annual No One Walks Alone Veteran Suicide Awareness Walk. It's on June 15th at West Virginia Northern Community College's Wheeling campus. All proceeds will benefit Helping Heroes. Sign-ups are available on WTRF.